What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. My name's Bridger, and first of all, I want to apologize for not posting last week. We kind of had a tragic event happen to us. So I sent my girlfriend to Walmart for some 3M sticky tape for a little project I'm doing on my AMS. And on her way back, she was T-boned by a big old pickup flying through a stop sign. I guess he didn't see her. She got pretty banged up. She got a couple stitches under her nose from the airbags, and luckily she's doing okay now, though. So anyways, I wanted to get on here today, guys, and talk about bed adhesion and print settings, because these are two biggest things that I struggled with when I first started this a couple months ago. And since I have implemented these new changes into my workspace, it's just been working really well for me. And that's the great thing about YouTube, is this is a great community for people to come and learn and post their own content to help people. And that's exactly what we're going to do here today. So I use Aquanet hairspray. Instead of a glue stick, it's all-weather Aquanet Extra Super Hold. You know, a couple little sprays on your plate in between every print, and then about every 5 to 10 prints, I actually go and wash my plates with hot water and soap. So that's just what's been working for me. I'm obviously no expert, so if you could drop some knowledge down in the comments below, I'd greatly appreciate it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and sit down here and talk about print settings. And then I've got a couple unboxing videos. I ordered about 20 rolls of filament, kind of my last gung-ho before the market here. We got about 3 weeks to go before we open up for the farmers market here in Montana. It'll be the first Saturday of June, and then we'll have the night market starting in July. So got a couple weeks to prep yet, so let's go ahead and sit down here while I got my slicer open and talk about print settings. This is what I use, and this is what's working for me. So it's not going to be like totally in depth. I'm not going to go through every setting, but this is basically you stick with the standard studio settings. And then if you're going to have issues with your bed adhesion, you can bump up your initial layer height a little bit. I usually just keep mine at 0.2 for layer height and initial layer. I recommend if you're doing any like keychains or signs or anything that's going to have a flat surface that's going to be seen, you want to have your iron on setting. And then we're going to go into strength here because I know that's a big question for a lot of people. So when I first started, I was doing things at like 20-30% infill, and honestly, you're wasting your filament and you're wasting your time and you're just wearing out your printer, honestly. So I've been running my things about 5 to 8% depending on what it is. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what's been working for me. So I usually leave it at 2 wall loops, but you can do 3 wall loops on a lot of different prints. But I leave everything the normal, but then I change my sparse infill density to about 5 to 8%. And then some other, if I wanted to be a little bit stronger, I do 10 to 15. But on my bigger prints, I always do gyroid for the pattern. If you have any other pattern in the basics, like the grid, it's going to overlap, and it's going to create ridges to where it's going to catch and potentially just knock your print right off the plate. So I always do gyroid. That's been working for me. And then for speed, I leave everything normal as well. But if you're going to do anything with silks or metals, stuff like that, anything shiny, I definitely recommend that you slow your prints down, or you're just not going to have the same effect. And then we'll jump right into supports here. So anything that's going to have overhangs or, needs supports, you're going to want to enable support. Have Tree Auto for most of these prints with a threshold of 30 on build plate only. So those 3 things with your supports, and you should have good results every time. And the last one on others is your brim. A lot of people do use brims. Luckily, on these Matt Meyer Makes designs, they're very well thought out, and a lot of them actually have brims and supports right in the file. But any of these other ones, I definitely do recommend that you have a brim. Now, I stick with a 0.01 gap between the object and my brim, and then I at least do probably 4, 5, and even more layer loops. Now, that's skirt loops. And it's just gonna help. So if your extruder kind of does get caught or ends up bumping something, it's not just gonna knock it right off the plate. So those are things that I've implemented. I hope that helps you. Obviously, it's not full in depth, but that's what's working for me, and I'm starting to produce quite a bit. So I just wanted to share you guys my knowledge, what I've learned, and what's working for me. So hopefully it helps some of you. Ooh, got a couple rainbows. This one's Rainbow 1. Be a fun one. This is Rainbow 3. More purpley and pink and purple. Here is Rainbow 2. The lighting probably isn't the best, but all these should be pretty fun. And then Rainbow number 4. Quick little unboxing. Got another box coming tomorrow. Sweet. Got my last package. Kind of the last hoorah. Need a couple refills, couple new colors before we hit off the market season here in Montana. Which is awesome because I was low on both of my grays. That is just an empty spool. I think I got 2 spools. Cocoa Brown. Beige. Got some matte mandarin orange. Kind of excited about that one. Another spool. Nardo gray. My ash gray. A new one, dark matte gray. Another new one, Sakura matte pink. And another new one, Latte Brown. Yep, kind of my last order on Filament. Working on a ton of new things. Countdowns, less than a month till the market. The official market, we've been attending the spirit fairs here locally, but the actual farmers market starts the first Saturday of June. So that'll be fun. Luckily I got somewhere for all these to go. Get all these open, get rid of the boxes right away. Ooh, yeah, that dark matte green. Cool. Yep, I actually should have ordered some more terracotta, but I didn't start using that until a couple days ago, so I didn't think I was going to run out of it. Cat's trying to play with the boxes down here, and I keep tossing another one on him. beige. Last but not least, cocoa brown. I was getting low on that too. All refills. But that's about to get replaced. Beige is honestly full, so that's gonna get stuck down here. Cocoa brown can probably get stuck down there too. These could probably all go on rolls. These have somewhere to go. Probably put this roll on because I want to get started on some warthogs. I don't usually put these on there, but getting quite a bit of colors up in here. I'd like to keep track. And then I know I got 2 other rolls, so I'll go ahead and put this pink on this other new roll. That way I can start doing some possums. I think they changed their matte stickers. They feel different. Got some texture to them. Now, this roll. I want dark green. I went on a certain someone's back catalog today and bought a couple pretty sweet animals. I won't spoil it, but they're pretty cool. Yeah. Kind of a bummer. Not much of a waste, but still a waste. Bummer. Make sure I got the right gray. That's the darkest. That didn't sound good. Why did it sound like that? What the heck? What the heck's going on with this roll? Something ain't right with this one. There we go. Holy. That was weird. Now I got an extra roll. Man, that's quite a bit of black on that roll, which kind of sucks. Well, I think that might be it. We might be waiting. Mating on rolls before we put that new orange on. Unfortunately. Now, time to clean up the mess. Show you my cat just chilling in this box. So I made a couple cool things for my nephew for his birthday today. Really likes Wolverine. And I like to put things together, so this is a super win for me. Let's not lose it. Got a controller holder and a headphone stand, both Wolverine. Sure he'll get a kick out of that. Personally, I think I want to make one for myself now. It's super cool. Let that dry. How can I do that number? Some super glue. Make sure you grab the right piece. I think that's kind of the beauty of 3D printing, you know, you just can make the best gifts, can make anything for yourself. If you can't find it, you can go design it on Tinkercad or Fusion 360. Cool. Pretty neat. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4 piece. Well, 5 because of the eyes. But I did it in 3 separate prints. The red, the black, and then the yellow platform. And then this was a separate print by itself. About an hour, 15 minutes. Super cool. Hopefully he likes it. I like it. I think you'll like it. Well, there you have it. That's it. Those are pretty cool, huh? So, if you see my last 2 episodes, you can tell a lot has changed in my workspace. I watched a great video by the Mountain Maker, talked about losing ambition in your workspace and kind of just switching it up, so that's exactly what I did. I had my dad make me this pretty awesome shelf up here to organize all my filament, and that's about all I have for this week. So, if you found it enjoyable, maybe a little useful, smash that like button, consider subscribing because I'll have a lot more content coming, and I'll see you next week, guys. Later.